As well, BD, that's going to keep the Nuggets out of transition.
Scott Brooks said if we can make the Nuggets play half court, it's pace on the floor here tonight. Glad to have you along. Thunder basketball on Fox Sports Oklahoma from Chesapeake Energy Arena. Danilo Gallinari's miss is rebounded, and then on Sefolosha. Kevin Durant had 19 points in the fourth quarter in the victory at Dallas. KD up and firing and scoring early over Gallinari. Swept that 4-game season series from the Mavericks. Gallinari up and under. No. Perkins with the rebound, triggering another fast break. Westbrook to the rim, fouled and one. A little more dangerous down there for the defense when you've also got Ibaka busting to the basket.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like the Thunder are trying to...
Half a dozen times more these last 4 games, but what a drive, and then the dish to Sefolosha. Rebound, another offensive rebound, but then Perkins' pass stolen by Gallinari. 2-on-1 for the Nuggets, to the rim. Iguodala scores with authority. He hit a big 3 on Friday night against Memphis. Here he's rubbed out by Ibaka, but Durant comes up short. And over the top, it's Fareed as Ibaka got back.
Like KD, not to take anything for granted, he got back and disrupted Kufos just enough to miss that layup.
Gallinari driving, wild shot, but he follows that shot and puts it back. 20 and 18 points in the last 2 games for the Thunder. He hadn't had 20 since early January. Lawson gets inside night. Kufos. Lawson splits the defense, sets up Iguodala from 3. No, Westbrook with the rebound. Iguodala off to a bit of a slow start.
He is blowing by the opponent on his way to the basket.
KD finds a seam in the defense and scores off the feed from Collison. Defensive rebound. Martin has a step on the defense. Westbrook will engage himself and go to the free throw line. I talked about the fact that
Down this floor, it's a tie ball game.
Lawson engages, tries to pass out the Fareed. Turnover. Durant by himself. McGee, the one-handed shot, no.
You'll live with that shot from McGee. As a matter of fact,
always looking first to get his teammates involved, but not afraid to go get his own, and he scores on Westbrook.
Well, it looked like the offense broke down on that possession, and then he just put the steal.
Thunder has the floor well spaced. Durant isolated against Fareed. He has 8 in trade at the deadline from the New York Knicks. Turnover. Odd man break. Brewer sets up Gallinari.
Who's in the open floor like that?
Collison rubs out Brewer.
Nice setup by Westbrook.
And Martin, nothing. And 10 assists here January the 16th. Westbrook attacks Brewer. Defense steps to him. Collison packs it.
I think he's almost the peer pressure, and I say that in a complimentary way. The peer pressure.
Knocked down a couple beyond the arc, and he has 10.
He had to shovel that one up quickly because the shot clock was
Pass intended for Brewer. Kmart gets past. Oh, what a pass there. Jackson, though, winds up. Can't finish.
Love that effort by Jackson. Try to put him in the basket with the ball.
Underneath, Chandler by himself. Miller.
This is a group on the floor for Scott Brooks. They don't play that way.
Lawson gets inside and scores again. A couple of baskets both in the paint since the beginning of the corner. A turnover. Brewer on the run out from here in the second quarter. Thunder is starting out 1 of 5 with a couple of turnovers that have resulted in Nuggets baskets. That's an and one for Durant.
One-on-one opportunity in the post up, back to the basket, and then you see the contact.
7 overall. That left the door open for the Bulls. Collison makes the move for the heart.
Andre Miller on him. You don't throw that back out if you're a big guy. You take him in that low post and you deal with him.
Miller asking for the call on the bench. Miller with 7 points, 4 assists here, checking Westbrook, who pulls up and scores.
Shut it off. Free throw line jumper, good though by Russ.
Lawson trying to replicate that, shooting over Durant. Chandler with the offensive rebound, score. Nothing doing. Brewer from 3. Denver 1 out of 6 beyond the arc, but again, they were awful last Friday against Memphis and hit the one at Chicago that was not called. On the alley-oop, Westbrook fields and scores.
That was a little late.
Timing is everything. They're shooting about about 60% here in the quarter. Westbrook against strong to the rim and score.
Only 4 points so far off the bench.
Westbrook attacking, leaves it on the backside for Perkins, who's a packing.
4 blue jerseys right there. He made the pass to Perkins.
McGee stymied by Perkins, and the total for the Nuggets.
That'll drive a coach crazy when you give up offensive rebounds off the free throw line.
Ibaka there to put it back well. Chandler back on the floor. Attacking Iguodala. Actually thought he used the elbow to...
This is that last drive by Chandler. Watch the offhand right there. He's kind of shoving Ibaka the entire time.
Peak Arena. Denver on a 12-game winning streak. Again to the rim this time. Iguodala with the finish. He has 5 assists to go along with 7 points in 10 minutes of play. Chandler appeared to shove off. Durant reeling backward. Chandler misses, but off of another run. Chandler blocked by Ibaka. Runner with numbers up the floor. KD will elevate and miss the layup, but then put it back. Denver trying to make this a one-possession ball game at halftime. McGee is fouled. There's 6 turnovers in the second quarter. To the rim, Sefolosha finding Westbrook on the line. That game on the 1st of March at Denver against a team that, well, that was win number 4 in this 12 games here. Iguodala up and under. Kupos can't score it. With Denver with a 6-point advantage, and Westbrook is
a speedy Russell Westbrook. You can see him setting up to time that block and comes away with it clean.
Takes the hit to make the play. Ibaka wins possession, goes up and tries to pack it, but is too strong with it. Lawson in transition scores. Big game high. Westbrook weaving his way through traffic, looking for Perkins on the backside. Fareed's got another block. KD shooting 6 out of 15 in the ball game. Kupos can't get the shot put to fall, but scores left-handed to go along with his 7 boards. Iguodala on the run out with 17 to shoot. Collison sets the pick. Westbrook leaves it for Sefolosha, up and under, scores on the reverse. Ibaka.
Here's a special play by Sefolosha along the baseline, levitating for 20 games.
Lawson. Durant going to step back, score over Chandler. Kuba's last 8 shots, he's 7 of 17. He also has 20 points in the ball game now. To the backside, Miller finds Iguodala. Jackson. Miller's the kind of guy that Harry blocks Miller. Measured it, but Chandler off the offensive rebound. Now Jackson recovers. They reset the shot clock.
That'll work for the final one.
Thunder will have to run one here. There's a slight difference between game and 24-second clock.
They've got a foul to give, I believe.
Denver's out of fouls. So Jackson elevates, skies, and scores. Haslin and our production crew with you from Chesapeake Energy Arena. Chandler, Chicago 35 last time against the Thunder. He has 9 in the ball game. Durant got a couple of chances to score late in the third.
They got something good. And here he is again.
The cutter is Brewer, who had a...
Nuggets now, starting with Andre Miller in the low post, and there's the pass. Alley-oop backdoor to Andre Iguodala.
Assert himself, another rebound. Fisher will drive. Nice behind the back pass. Collison, Durant in traffic, pays it off. Miller directing traffic, finds a seam in the lane, gets his own back. 4 out of 19. 0 for 12 since the start of the second quarter. How about Jackson again with another block? 2-on-1. Game on from Durant. Number 6, his career high is 7. Jackson crossing over, working in tight spaces, running. Brewer forces Sefolosha to give it up. Westbrook crosses over, pulls up and scores over Brewer. Westbrook with 25 points in the ball game. Denver 4 out of 21, but they've had some other things working for them.
Got to get a stop here. Clock winding down.
Miller gets inside, finds a seam and scores. Won by 20, but then the Nuggets got the Thunder back in overtime. And then on the 1st of March, Miller and company. KD off the screen from Collison, spinning into the lane and packing. That 20-game home winning streak against Western Conference opponents is going to come to an end. Started with a loss to Memphis. In the middle of Ocean, still got some game to work on, but he is beginning to show some authority here.
Any contact.
Nuggets get a day off before they have 2 at home against Philadelphia and Sacramento. They got an awful lot of home games in the remainder of their schedule. And they're going to walk out of the Oklahoma City with a 10-point victory